Hi guys, so today I think you can guess what we're going to do. I just ordered these dolls from Target and the delivery was free, of course, because it was over $35. But I am so thrilled at how fast they came. I just mentioned to Lisa that I'm going to get them and I was deciding which one to get, but in the end I just had to get all five because I couldn't decide, and I did want all five that came in this series and I would eventually get them anyway. So I bit the bullet and I'm going to get all of them at once. And I am so glad I did. These dolls are just adorable. I can't wait to unpack them for you. Just a few things before we start. These were delivered to me by Target, and when they arrived, I decided that I wasn't going to keep them in the box. I usually like to have a doll in the box to display because I love displaying my dolls. But the boxes, as you can see from this one, the box was torn, and all these boxes are not perfect. So eventually one day I might get them in the box to display. But right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to unbox all of them and just talk about them a little bit. I'm very excited that Disney came out with these dolls. We just got back from Disney World, and that trip really renewed my love of Disney. I love the animators. I love the animator babies. And I feel like these are the older siblings to the animators. So I'm going to open them up. We're going to bring a couple of animators to see how they go together. And then I'm going to compare them to the American Girl doll bodies and the American Girl dolls. I did not buy any of the clothing or accessories, but I'm going to keep my eye on those because we have so much 18-inch dolls, as you can see, that I figured I had enough clothes to go around. But I might get it because I do love the one that is Minnie inspired. So now I'm going to go over to the work table, which is right over there in our new room, and I'm going to open all these dolls and we're going to take a closer look at them. So before we start, let's look at each doll in their box. So this first doll is inspired by Cinderella. You can tell it shows it on the side there. So look at her. She has a deep complexion. She is dressed in like an inspired Cinderella costume. There goes the carriage there. She's carrying a purse and she has like a dance event. So this is a modern take on the Cinderella theme. Let's take a look at her box. I will save the box. Okay. It's very cute. I will save it somewhere, but I am disappointed that it is all squished up. But there she goes. And now let's take a look at this one. This little girl is inspired by Tinkerbell. And she is dressed in the Tinkerbell inspired costume, as you can see as well. And there she goes. But she looks like a very trendy young woman. A little girl. Maybe she's supposed to be 8 years old. So, and I like that they call them the Disney ily 4EVER. But it sort of reminds me of the American Girl Be Forever. So there's all that going on there. There's similarities. So now this is the one that's inspired by Minnie. I love this so much. You could even buy these in Disney World, the Minnie ears with the bow. And she has her camera, her sightseeing outfit, and there she goes. This is her box. Now, let's look at this little girl here. She is inspired by Elsa. She's wearing the snowflake skirt. She has this little cute little hat, and she is the only one that has hair drawn on her forehead. So, I mean, that's a little different. Okay. So, and she has, her hair feels really nice and it looks really full. I can't wait to unbox her. And there goes her little Olaf hat. I just love her. She was the one I was going to get, and she's wearing ice skating costume. And then I said, okay, I'll get her and I'll get the Minnie Mouse one. And then I said, of course, I need Ariel. So there goes Ariel over here. She's blonde. She looks like she's wearing a beach costume inspired by Ariel. So as you would expect, the beach, the water. And there goes her box. And like I said, I was disappointed the boxes came ripped and squished. But anyway, I will keep the boxes for the time being. And eventually I might get another set of these dolls in their original boxes and keep them for display. But right now I'm going to open, I think I'm going to open her on camera and then eventually open the other dolls so we can take a closer look at them. So I have my scissors and knife. So as her friends keep an eye on what's going on, we're going to open this doll. People always like to know how easy it is to open the boxes. And what was interesting was that there's no not glass, there's no plastic in the front. I guess that saves on production, but it also might lead to the doll being damaged. So there's no plastic in the front. So let's just open this up. And it is nicely taped. Let's see here. Okay, this was fairly easy. Okay, then you pull her out. And then here, at the bottom here, there's a little card. The ily brand, Be Inspired, Be Bold, Be You. Disney Forever. Yeah, oh, and it shows all the clothing, the fashion packs, everything that you can get. Oh my goodness, there's a little car and it's Minnie inspired. Okay. Okay, I think I see that. I think that's going to be in my future. So now look at all this. You guys probably don't want to see me cut through this, but let's just take a look. There's like little rubber bands and little things you can just take off here. And this is what's going to take a while. Her hair is stitched to the back of this cardboard. So I'm going to stop filming right now and take her out of this box. So I finally got her out of the box, but I still haven't taken the plastic out of her hair. It is sewn in. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then I'll come back and we'll take a closer look at her. So here she is out of the box. And she is adorable. I just love her. And since this doll is made by Jakks Pacific, you can tell by the eyes because we have other dolls made by the same company and they use the same eye process. So if you're going to customize this doll, you would have to do some kind of overpaint on the eye. This is not that kind of eye where you use 100% acetone to take off the eye color. You would have to just paint a matte gesso or white paint over this eye if you want to customize it. Okay, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Now, elegant fingers, and I took a closer look at the clothes. The quality is not quite American Girl quality. The material is cheaper, it looks cheaper made, but you know what? This doll is only $35. And for $35, this is a great deal. There goes her little accessories. For $35, this is fantastic. And guys, you know what? I've seen these dolls on Mercari for almost $100. Can somebody explain to me what is going on? Why would somebody buy? Well, I guess people might not have Targets near them and people are trying to make a profit, but anybody can just order online and get it for $35. Okay. Anyway, I just digress. I did have to brush her hair. I used a wire brush and she looks adorable. The hair quality is fantastic. Now, let me move her headband and show you guys. She has rooted hair. And if you take a closer look, let's take a closer look. The scalp is colored. See, they darkened the scalp in order for you not to see it. Like if you part the hair, they darkened the scalp. Overall, I am very happy with this doll. I just love it. And I just love their faces. But as I'm looking closer, all their facial molds are the same, but just different complexion. Let's look at her. But I did notice that her nose is slightly wider, and they did make an attempt to make her look African American. You know, props for that. Her nose is a little wider, but overall the sculpts are fairly similar. And you notice, let me show you something, guys. Let me show you. Put these two girls together. Her nose is a little wider And then so is hers. And if you notice, her nose is not. But it's all basically the same facial mold. And they just use different eye colors. But once again, these dolls are $35, $34.99. And you can get them at Target. And it's a great deal. And then I'm going to take all the dolls out of their boxes. And they can just stand around. And I'm going to undress one so we can see the body construction. Okay, guys, so they are all out of their boxes. And let's just go down the line to take a look here. So she has a little headband, a ticket, and a purse. And you really have to be careful when you unpack them because their clothing is sewn onto the box. And if you notice, her hair has strings still in it, I guess to keep it in place. And if you look, her skin tone really matches because she has this off-the-shoulder dress. It really matches her face. So that's a plus for this doll line. And now let's look at this little girl here. She's inspired by Tinkerbell. And I have to tell you, the sunglasses don't stay on, which is why I think they always put it on top of her head. Like that. She is adorable. Also, look at the matching skin tone there. But she doesn't have a lot of accessories. So, okay, let's move on. We've seen her. Now, this little girl, when I first saw this, I was like, oh my goodness, give her a knitted cap. But I actually like this hat. It goes on nicely, and I think it will last longer for play than a knitted cap. So, and she has her water bottle, and she's wearing the ice skates. Overall, a very nice doll, nice accessories. And then this one is supposed to be inspired by Ariel. She has a hat, sunglasses with fins, and looks like suntan lotion. She has the most accessories, if you notice. But all the dolls have their accessories, and they look adorable. I really love this doll line. But because of their price at $34.99, I have a feeling these guys will be showing up at the thrift store sooner than later. And like the animators, if I see them, I will just have to buy them. Now, I want to take off the clothes for one of them so we can compare it to the American Girl dolls. But I also want to point out her hair. Look at, she has a ton of this curly hair. I absolutely love it. It is really thick. Oops, too close. It is really thick. And I really like how they did her hair. So, okay, I think I'm going to, let's see, which doll should I undress to compare? I'm actually going to get an American Girl doll that I've been working on. Okay, so let's do our side-by-side comparison. This is an American Girl doll that I've been using since my last video. She has the curly hair, and as you can see, it is fraying. And this hair is not the easiest to comb. But overall, this is a nicely made doll. She has sleep eyes that open and close. The body is a nice cotton material. Now, let's look over here. This doll, as you can see, the complexion matches very well. Over here, you can see the complexion does not match that well. And she comes with underwear. It is not sewn on, which is great. The fact that it's not sewn on is a plus for this doll line. But her body is made of this like polyester material. And if you look, it is marked Disney, and her head is sewn on to the body. One of these days, if I ever find her at a thrift store, I'm going to try to switch out her head. They gave her like a neck flange, as you can see, like flares out over here, unlike the American Girl dolls. So I think it might be similar construction because I can feel it under here. There's a flange here that they just decided to sew in. But I have a feeling this doll will be very easy to customize. Now, if you look at the hands, look at how elegant with thinner fingers this hand is compared to the American Girl. Very similar. Okay, but overall, when you look at these two dolls, they're very similar. And I like the fact that they don't have that internal wire that the Our Generation dolls have. You can move this leg and it doesn't feel stiff. And I think that's a good thing. Our generation dolls have an internal armature. And that's usually, I think, why they're not that great after you've played with them for a while. I like that this one moves. It seems like there might be a button here. But if you look at the back, same sort of construction as the American Girl. Okay, this one has a smaller body. But overall, both 18-inch dolls and $34.99, $110, because I think this one is Cecile. But anyway, so if you take a look, I think this is a really great deal. So I'm going to get her dressed and we'll continue our video. Before I bring over our Disney animators, I wanted to show you guys how great this doll is. I just love her hair. It actually looks almost exactly like my daughter Bella's hair. Take a look at this doll, $34.99. And I have another doll here. I like her hair also because it reminds me of my kids' hair. And this is a Healthy Roots doll. And this doll is $120. Also, no sleep eyes. And look at the hair. Very nice hair, though. But if you look, I think you get like the same general feeling. But anyway, I just want to show you her. And I think they're doing a great job in making the hair curly and making it inclusive. So all different kinds of kids can play with these kind of dolls. I think it's great. Okay. Now, let's take a look at her potential family. Now, so let's put her over here. I wonder if I'll leave the hat down here. I'm going to put her back here. Okay. Now, let's bring over a Disney animator. This is Moana, who I turned into a little boy. And I'm thinking, would Moana be her little brother? What do you guys think? Moana's head is really big. So, I don't know. Maybe. See, Moana has a big head. So, now let's bring the little baby. Look at this little baby. Who will this baby go with? Maybe her over here. You see, as a younger sibling. You know, maybe as a younger sibling. If Moana's head was a little smaller, they would be perfect siblings. Because I think they look great together. Okay, let me leave Moana here. Now, who else do I have? Okay, let's take a look at, this is an Elsa doll that I redressed. And let's check her out with this girl over here. These guys sort of can be siblings. Maybe. Elsa is very pale. So I'm going to put her back over here and put Elsa near her. Let's see how that looks. Okay. Now, who else do I have? Okay. I have this little girl here. So let's take a look at Mulan here and put Mulan right over here. I think this is the nicest match over here. She looks great. See, the Disney animators are looking the other way, so look at that. I mean, they could be siblings. If you look, they could be siblings. I just love it. I love all of it. So I think I will purposely and actively look for more of these Disney dolls on the secondary market because I want to customize them and do all kinds of stuff. I think that's what I'm going to do. So they could be siblings. So guys, I think you guys see where I'm going here. I just love everything about this new doll line. And what I like is that they didn't give them a name. I don't mind that this is Mulan, this is Moana, Elsa, but the fact that these dolls are inspired by Disney characters, you can create your own character, give them your own names and things like that. That's another thing I like about this doll line. Now, in terms of things I don't like, I think Tinkerbell here, or the doll inspired by Tinkerbell, could have had a little bit more accessories. And I don't like that the clothing and everything is attached to the box. I almost ripped a couple while unboxing them. And the clothes could be better quality, but you know what? These dolls are $34.99. So I'll take it. I'll take it any day of the week. I just love this new doll line. So I hope you enjoyed my unboxing and review of these 5 Disney ily 4EVER dolls. I just love them, and I know going forward I'm going to keep my eyes open to see if I find them at the thrift or any other places used. I would love to find them used so I can customize them. I'm just very excited to add them the way they are to our collection. So if you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.